on, IF Warriors? So today we have another person stating that intermittent fasting doesn't work. And you'll see the title here is Intermittent Fasting Does Not Work by Dr. Nancy Ranama. Dr. Nancy Ranama. All right, medical doctor. Okay, before we even click on this video, I have a video up called The Dangers of Appeal to Authority or Appeal to Authority, where a lot of people take on face value the things that doctors say, not knowing that in terms of diet and nutrition, that doesn't even exist in the doctor curriculum. The thing that they specialize in, especially at MD, is medicine. They specialize in medicine, medicinal elements of getting you to feel better. They're more in the sense of understanding stuff that you have and then giving you preventative medicine for those things or medicine to help you with those things. They've also even looked at graduates that were medical doctors that took nutritional surveys and they all failed the nutritional survey. So medical doctors do not have a good understanding of diet and nutrition. They don't. All they know is you need to lose weight so that you could be better, but I don't know what to tell you about losing weight. So usually doctors are not aware of these diets and what works and what doesn't. They're just not. But I don't want to take away from this video from this person, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this video. But let's take a look at it. Remember what I said. I haven't seen this video yet, and then we'll discuss after. Here we go.
So the New York Times brought out an article that pretty much says that intermittent fasting does not help with weight loss. And I'll tell you a situation.
Does not help with weight loss, and I'm hoping that she, first of all, she said the New York Times. She's not even referencing a study. She's referencing a website or a publishing like newspaper website. She's referencing that instead of the actual study. So, and I'm guaranteeing you that the website, that New York Times, is referencing a study. So she's not even talking about the study, which tells me that she went to a third party to see what the study says. She didn't even go to the study itself. Go to the study, lady. Go to the study. All right, let's go.
Situation in which that's absolutely correct.
And then she also said that it does not work. I'm also hoping that whatever the study is showing is going to show that. I'm also hoping that she is correct in the fact that weight loss was not achieved through intermittent fasting. Not that it was the same as caloric restriction, because that is gaslighting. If you have a study that says intermittent fasting and caloric restriction, there were no difference between the two. There wasn't an advantage to intermittent fasting. I get it. And there's studies that show that there is still an advantage with intermittent fasting. And when you look at the actual numbers, you do see that there's a significant visual fat loss reduction with intermittent fasting because of the way intermittent fasting works. But we're not going to dive into all of that. But when a study says that it is equal to caloric restriction, that is not saying that intermittent fasting does not work. That is not saying that. That is saying that it is a choice. So one thing that annoys me when people say it doesn't work, it really doesn't work, is when they're looking at studies that say, oh no, intermittent fasting works just as well as caloric restriction. They take that and say, oh, that means that intermittent fasting doesn't work. And I'm guessing that that's what this study does as well.
If you don't change how much and what foods you're eating, but you only change the time in which you eat it, there's not going to be weight loss. If implementing an intermittent fast decreases how much you eat because you can't snack as much, that will result in weight loss. So the New York Times...
Well, she's correct there. She is correct there. However, this is still one of those kind of things where you're prefacing, or you're creating this kind of base of like, hey, intermittent fasting doesn't work, and if you overeat, you're not going to see results, so therefore intermittent fasting doesn't work. You are missing the point in terms of the benefits, the additional benefits that you get with intermittent fasting. Of course, if you overeat, calories still matter. All of that stuff still matter. There wouldn't be fat to burn if you're overeating. There isn't anything. If you're at a caloric surplus, there isn't any fat to burn. Even though you're burning fat throughout the day using intermittent fasting, you're replenishing it when the day is done. So you're at a net positive energy balance. You're not at a net negative energy balance. So of course, yes, if you overeat, you will gain weight, or you'll stay the same, because there isn't anything for your body to deplete. It just doesn't exist. But your body still works off of different hormonal changes that come with intermittent fasting that allow for more body fat depletion. So if you are at a caloric deficit, your calorie partitioning could be more beneficial via intermittent fasting, considering the fact that it uses fatty acids and turns them into ketone bodies, which doesn't happen if you're constantly just lowering your calories and eating normally throughout the day and not allowing your glucose to be completely depleted, which happens when you are fasting. So there are additional benefits to fasting. So to pretend that there isn't is also kind of misleading, and to make it seem like, oh, yeah, intermittent fasting doesn't work because if you eat more or if you eat the same while still doing intermittent fasting, you're going to gain weight. Like, you're also dismissing the fact that intermittent fasting has a structure that keeps you from eating, that helps keep you from overeating. You can't just throw away the fact that intermittent fasting has that structure built into the diet. Like, don't pretend like that's not part of the system of the diet. The fact that it helps you not snack throughout the day, that's part of the system of the diet. You can't be like, oh, intermittent fasting doesn't work because if you eat as much as you ate before, it doesn't even matter. That's part of the diet. That is part of the whole infrastructure of the diet, keeping you from snacking throughout the day, keeping you very cognitively aware of the things that you're eating. Come on, guys. We got to do better. But like I said, you can even watch my video, Appeal to Authority, where I talk about how the doctors, MD doctors especially, they just don't understand diet and nutrition the way people think they do. They put on the white suit, the white lab coat, and people think that they really get everything in terms of health and nutrition. And that isn't the case. Unfortunately, that isn't the case. Anyways, until the next one, guys, peace out. I hope you enjoyed it. Also, hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Come on. Subscribe. We putting out videos basically every day. We took a break for the holidays, for Christmas, but we putting out videos every day. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.